Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy the Prince.
It's your girl, Queen Lee.
It's your boy, DJ B4EY.
Yes, sir. It's the Fresh Leftovers Radio Show, flowradioshow.com. You know the vibes. We live, we certified, man, and we are back. Listen, over 100 black men. This topic is really dope, man. 100 black men enrolled into a program designed to help them become stronger fathers and be more present dads. Let's check it out.
More than 100 men in caps and gowns, all gathered at Morehouse School of Medicine Saturday to celebrate a major accomplishment. This isn't just any graduation. It's one that aims to create stronger fathers through the Gentle Warriors Academy.
Fatherhood is the number one on my list right now.
This, the largest class of dad grads for Fathers Incorporated.
Every one of our fathers have a different journey, but I think they all have a similar destination. And that destination is to be a great dad.
The organization takes men who might otherwise be considered absentee and transforms them into better dads.
Whenever they don't feel the best, or when they don't have the resources that they need, or they might be feeling down, they can tap into the brotherhood.
Through this 10-week course, the men learn parenting and life skills. Fathers Incorporated CEO Kenneth Braswell says this program gets to the core of issues.
Yo, that right there is tough.
That's amazing.
That is so powerful. And it's crazy how things like this don't get highlighted as big as all the other craziness that may be going on. But this is so powerful. You know how impactful this is, man? DJ, what's your thoughts?
No, I think it's an amazing opportunity for them to do this. I'm kind of just figuring out. I want to figure out how are they picking these people out? Is it something that somebody's sending them?
That's what I was about to say. I wonder how do they, like, what made them sign up for this? And yeah, like you said, who sent it to them that thinks that they're
and what is that conversation like?
Father.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, it could be that at the same time they may have a desire to. I mean, once it's the conversation is stricken up, they probably have a desire to be better fathers. And
however, they found out about it. 100 black men. Okay,
that's crazy. What about the?
That is powerful, bro. That is absolutely.
I don't know. Probably because it's at Morehouse, they probably geared towards black men.
That makes sense.
That's what I would think.
And
I think that a black man probably started this.
I'm curious about the curriculum.
That remind me of Made Men. You know what
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Namdi told me about the Made Men program a while ago.
Men.
How I sign up? I'll talk to you.
It's only once a year, and it's going on right now, so it's too late. You gotta wait till next year.
Dang. How long does it last?
I think 12 weeks.
A weekly thing, like once a week?
Weekly.
Okay.
That's
this is good. And then I do like the way I'm seeing them like celebrate it after they graduate and stuff. Like it's a big deal. I think that's dope. I really think that's dope.
Absolutely, man. This is real dope, man.
More stuff like this.
I love that. That's amazing.
Brothers,
and the fact that they actually completed 100 men completed the course. 100 men can sign up, but completed the course is amazing.
They must really like screen them and find out if they really have a desire to.
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta have a desire to do that.
Or maybe it was 200 and only 100 walked. Could be.
I don't know. I wonder how many started.
That's true too. I mean,
as a matter of fact, there's a guy on here. He looked really familiar. I might have to call him and ask him. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. But it looked like what's his name from Those Baxters One? He looked like he's on here, like on the stage. I'm gonna see if when it pop up, boom, right there. That don't look like Juan Baxter.
Yo, that is him.
Exactly.
I'm
gonna call him. I'm like, hey man, I think I seen you on the news, bro. I'm gonna hit him up about it and see what he's saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna definitely. But yo, shout out to all 100 of those brothers, man, because the beauty about that's a seed from one brother that can now be passed down for generations.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they got a strong brotherhood from this. Like some of them met each other. They probably gonna hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love it.
And it's something that Dez had really recently told me, because I think I had put something in a group chat or whatever. And he was just telling me, I was speaking about how that new Tyler Perry movie had came out a couple weeks ago or whatever. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I saw it. Mm-hmm.
And I had put up a post and I was just like, yo, it's so interesting that it's Men's Mental Health month, but now the conversation isn't about men's mental health. It's about the strength of a woman now for the whole month, because the movie was about that essentially and what women have to go through. And Des was just telling me, I was just like, it's crazy how the brothers don't really got like on a global scale, we don't really have community like that to kind of like reach to, you know. And Des was telling me that's why certain places that you go to, it's important to build like strong brotherhood that you can lean on. You know what I mean?
Do you think whose fault is that? I'm just asking.
What part?
Just you said you feel like around the world that men doesn't have a sense of strong brotherhood. That's what you say. I'm just asking, make sure.
I don't necessarily think I said that. Did I say that? That men don't have strong brotherhood? Or it's about finding the right brotherhood, I would say, to kind of lean on whenever you. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like finding brotherhood to lean on, because it's not a like a.
Do you think it's about finding brotherhood to lean on, or do you think it's about men actually opening up to different men? Because this is just a perspective outside looking in, okay? And this is not from one man. This is from every man that I've dated, and even brothers and whatever, right? Women, we gonna get together, we gonna talk. We got a problem, we gonna talk. We need help, we gonna talk. We need prayer, we gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? But I've noticed this thing with men where, now it's a select. I'm not saying every man do this. Of course not. And also don't make it personal. Let's think generally, okay?
Yeah, I understand.
Of men that don't want to go sit down and talk to nobody, that don't really open up about what they're dealing with, that are afraid to even just show emotion and cry because of how they was taught growing up and stuff like that, about how men should be strong and X, Y, and Z, men don't cry, all these different type of things. So how is it really about men finding brotherhood, or is it about men actually learning how to open up to other men to create the brotherhood?
I think that the question was answered in it, because we don't, as men, we're taught from a societal standpoint, from just family standpoint, from just being a man standpoint, that opening up is soft, is this, is that. I think it's then finding the brotherhood that you can actually open up and be vulnerable with. You know what I'm saying?
But I've seen men find brothers, and they be with their brothers, and something happen and they still don't reach out.
But it's a mixture of both. Because I think I've been there for sure. I have brotherhood for sure, and then sometimes I just don't say anything. And I think it's more of a me thing. It's some of it's due to probably like old stuff, you know what I mean, like growing up experience and just not trusting it. I guess you could say it's a false sense of not trusting too, because you don't want them to see, even though you may have that, you know what I'm saying. I feel like once it's an understanding that we can all open up and be vulnerable, and it's not looked at as like a joke kind of thing about it, because once you feel that, once you do that and you open up and it feel like a joke, you're gonna shut it so much harder. Yeah. It's gonna be so much harder to open up.
But I honestly feel like that's one of the tactics that the enemy use on men.
I agree.
Which is, don't open up, so you don't get made fun of. Don't look less than a man, so that you don't look weak, and stay bound to what you bound to. And it goes absolutely against what the Bible says about confessing our faults to one another so that we may be healed. So the enemy tries to get, this is my personal opinion, with men, try to get y'all not to talk, so y'all stay, and then when y'all finally do, it's exploded.
So I'll say this, because my stuff, me personally opening up, it's weird, because I won't open up to people I really don't know like that. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing, I won't, and if I do open up, I think it depends on the situation more of if I feel like I'm trying to help somebody out too. So if I am trying to help somebody out, that's still not, it could, you know what I'm saying, like be beneficial, because one, I got it out, but can they pour into me in that moment? You know what I'm saying? So for me, like today I was dealing with a lot of something that was just like super stressful. It's not a big deal, but it is to me, like, just, but there's other things that came about that somebody got caught in the crossfire of me being upset. And I was just like, you know what, bro, I don't got time. I'm gonna just do this part instead. And somebody asked me, say, you want to talk about it? And I was like, oh, sure. I'll talk about when I feel like it. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm all right. But lately, I've been finding that people are seeing through me, and it's
Godly people,
huh?
Godly people,
Godly
for sure
people,
gonna
yeah,
see
for
through
sure.
you.
Because somebody, matter of fact, shout out to Rhonda. She said, "How are you doing today?" I said, "I'm straight. I'm a little frustrated, but it's not like nothing. It's not even personal. It's not like nothing at home or anything. But I was a little frustrated. She was like, "Well, I've been seeing this on you for a couple of days. A couple of days ago." I was like, "Oh, dang." And I know what she's talking about, and I know what I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I just probably haven't sat down enough to kind of just settle down and talk about it yet, or maybe the timing or the right people not around.
So but that's my point though. Like what?
I'm actually about to deal with it tomorrow. Though.
No, I mean I ain't necessarily talking about you in general, but I'm just saying like because what you just said is like a lot of men's response. Like of course. I personally know that a lot of it is a tactic from the enemy to try to keep y'all not to say nothing. But I wonder, like, whoever doesn't have language to say it's an attack, what do you guys say that it is that stops y'all from reaching out and getting the help that y'all want? Because the thing is, right, a lot of men talk about women like, y'all talk too much. Y'all always telling y'all, yeah, but we trying to get free. Like,
it's not always about
I feel like sometimes on a deeper level, sometimes maybe deep down inside, like because of how society paints it, like yo, oh well, keep moving, like suck it up, keep moving. Genuinely, we feel like I'm guessing at times it can be felt like people really don't care when it comes to you and how you're feeling.
So is that because people have shown y'all that they really don't care, or is that just like a
absolutely
period? I
had a mindset before too of like, I mean, if I tell you, then what?
People
what
really
is that going to do? I mean, I could tell you, and I'm telling you, but like, what is that going to do at the end of the day? You ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Like, give me an example. Like, tell. If you tell me, example, we can take the lady, right? If you tell somebody like the part of your day that made you upset or whatever, or what's been on your mind for a couple of days, you're saying what are they going to do about it?
Yeah, like what is telling you gonna do?
But that literally goes against the scripture that I just told you.
Now that's an old way of thinking. Like, what is me telling you going to do about it? What are you going to do? What can you do? I could tell you about this situation, but it ain't going to change nothing. I still got to go back and go to it.
Yeah, I definitely think that's an old way of thinking because for me, right, personally for me, sometimes I don't understand what I'm going through, but when I say it out loud, I can start to hear God. So like, for example, even with dreams, right? Yeah. When God give me dreams and I start saying them out loud, I'm like, I just got revelation.
Yeah.
So I just chat GPT this question. I said, pretty much the question you asked. I said, list 20 different reasons. It says, number one, the fear of being seen is weak. Many men are taught that vulnerability is a sign of weakness and not strength. Cultural conditioning. From a young age, boys are often told to man up and stop crying, which discourages them from emotional expression. Lack of emotional vocabulary. Some men were never taught how to identify or describe what they're feeling.
Yeah, that's me.
Fear of judgment. Worrying about how others, especially other men, will perceive them if they open up. Toxic masculinity. Number five. Yeah, I got you. And this leg, not DJ.
Wow, that is so wrong.
Societal. You see, that's why I don't open up. that's why I don't talk. I just like.
Now, one thing I'm doing, like, especially for my son and my children, my daughter, like, I want that to be a thing. Like, we open up, we talk about it, so that I don't want them to deal with things that I've dealt with.
Do you think you can install stuff in your kids that you don't do?
Yeah, you can.
Absolutely.
But I also think it's a great help that my wife is involved. Because she does it.
Number 5, not wanting to burden others. Many men feel like they have to carry the weight alone and avoid putting pressure on other loved ones, especially other men.
Yep, I felt that way too.
FlowRadioShow.com, man. You know the vibes. We live and certified, man. Tap in with us and let us know how you feel, man. As other men, as Men's Mental Health Month or this ongoing, why don't you feel comfortable enough to open up? Share it with us in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man. FlowRadioShow.com. You know the vibes. We live, we certified. We be right back. Up next, we got My Humble Opinion with DJ B4EY. all good. It's all good. It's
No,
all
we
good.
said 8:30.
Run it, EY.
Oh, I see. My bad.
Yeah.
Run it, EY.